All right, hi friends. Today I'm going to show you how to start our watercolor resist, and that's when we use either crayon or oil pastel to create a design, and then we paint on top of it, and the crayon and the wax will show through. That's why it's called a wax resist. So this is a finished one, and what you're looking at is a mixed media project where I've got oil pastels, watercolor, and a transferred image that you've all seen before. So to get started, I want to make sure I know what kinds of coral there are, because this is an underwater picture, and I'm going to take a look at these and try to draw some of them. So getting started, I think I will go with tube coral, and I'm just going to use my green oil pastel, starting from the bottom and just pulling my lines up. If I want to straighten up the top a little bit, I can, and add some light green, I can. The more wax I put down on the paper, the better off that it'll work for putting the paint on top. The paint will move away from this wax. So let's try another one. I'm going to do the elkhorn coral. So get a different color, and I'm just going to pull this one all the way up, give it some branches, and then little fingertips, and yours doesn't have to look like mine. You can do it however you want. I'm going back to thicken it up. I like to layer my oil pastels, so I'm going to use pink on top of this just to thicken it up, get it all colored in. Let's move on to the next one. I love the sea whips, so I'm going to get my purple. And sea whips are just strings, wavy lines, some of them pulling off of the other. Wavy lines. Now I'm in a hurry for the video. You guys are going to take your time. Finally, I'm going to try the sea fan. And I can overlap shapes. Even though my sea whips are in the way down here, I'm still just going to get a little bit of a sea fan, some orange branches inside of that. Now, we're here to watch what a watercolor resist is. So I've laid down my wax, and now I'm getting my paintbrush really wet. I'm going to put it in the blue and just start painting over it. Another thing that I forgot to do, let's quickly add something that you won't even see, and that's a white bubble. So if I do little hard circles all over the paper, I can't see them now, but the idea behind a watercolor resist is that the wax resisted the paint, and so now I can see my bubbles. So just carrying on like that until you go over the entire paper. Blue is friends with purple, so I can put a little bit of purple in here, maybe even some green. I'm not cleaning my brush in between. I'm letting those colors blend together. So back to blue. All right, now I'm going to pull this one away, show you the finished one again. And so for the next time, you will take your old image, clear paper, use a marker to trace, and then you'll have your image transferred to the watercolor painting. And we'll get to that later. So good luck painting, and stay nice and neat. Thank you. I'm going to see if